Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Well, last time we made it here to, well, pretty much the end. The nest is ahead of us, we are ready for the final showdown. Who will win in the eternal fight between hedgehogs and boobs? Because I'll say, I'm worried. Okay, there have been some tough fights in Awakening, and the game's been showering me with these lovely friendly spells, so I can summon ridiculous columns of fire and healing and distraction, and I feel like the game wouldn't be doing that if the fight ahead of me wasn't going to be really, really bloody nasty. So, alright buddy, let's see what you got for me. Alright, no more areas, no more puzzles, no more tricks. There she is, and she is surrounded by those pods, so she is not going to be fighting alone. Let's make this happen.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are! You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
Okay. I feel like, yes, the mother needs to go down. She's definitely gone a bit off the deep end into the bananas pool, yes.
Ah, but perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
I was correct. All of these creatures are irredeemable fiends.
Ah, there it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Oh, he just sort of woke up anyway. Though, okay, that's not the same as what she said. She was implying everything was his fault. It wasn't. It was an accident. If he hadn't woken up that dragon, somebody else would have done, because everybody else was already hearing the call. So, okay, let's just... I should not trust this guy. I should definitely not trust this guy, but I'm going to keep giving it a go.
Is it not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done, in the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! Any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Okay, so she's immediately... Oh, bloody hell, it's stinging swarms straight away. That's never a good starting point. Okay, let's focus on what we know. There are ways of dealing with a Broodmother. In particular, she can't move. Rain of Arrows, Blizzard, and indeed one of those pyro spells I just picked up from the tower. if we just stack those on her, we don't need to be looking at her, which is good, because getting the hedgehogs in the right place every time, it's a lot of bloody work, actually. Oh, and she's going to be summoning up those tentacles too, so okay, I think I know what we need to do. Step 1, team split up a little bit, please. I just need... Hang about. Oh, my bear's gone. Why'd you get rid of my bear? Don't get rid of my bear. Oh, bloody hell. Right, resummon the bear. Anders needs to be at the rear. Nathaniel, in a second, also needs to be at the rear. John and Justice will keep the tentacles busy, and meanwhile, we just lay down, yes, spell after spell after spell on the Broodmother. Okay, but here's the moment. It's time to lay down the pain. Step 1, get down the death clouds. Step 2, lay down the rain of arrows. Make sure we use Justice to get everybody's attention. If need be, use a second wind to get all my abilities back off cooldown in a bloody hurry. Warcry's not off cooldown. I don't know why, but it's not. Right, Anders, I think you've got what you need to get done over there. How about you just lay down? Oh, so much ice. Oh, I flippin', you just froze John too. Slight miscalculation. And most importantly, Nathaniel, you might be the MVP right here, because you can just stand at the back and fire at the mother. If he just keeps firing at the mother over and over again, forever, he's never going to draw aggro from all the other creatures showing up. So you just keep doing that. And by the way, Architect's Pyre. Make it flipping happen. Why have I not targeted someone? Where's that about to appear? Because I'm worried it might be about to... Oh, it's just hitting it directly. Oh, now that's... Uh-oh. Are we all being hit by that? Because that's not what I was expecting to happen. Anders, start healing if you'd be so kind. Okay, that's doing a good job just melting everyone. The Great Bear is being a massive damn hero too. Justice is drawing a huge amount of attention. John is finally awake, but there's... I figured there might be a problem with overpowering at some point. John, get out of the flames, John. Get out of the flames. So, okay, the pyre is just wherever it feels like being. To be honest, I'm not sure whether that's one use only, but it seems to be doing a good job. John's doing excellent work. And, uh-oh. At some point, Nathaniel went down. Oh, it was probably bloody stinging swarm. Okay, I need to keep an eye on this. Health is going down fast, even among the relatively tanky people. Probably because Justice is standing in the flames. Okay, hang on. Where's Nathaniel's body? We need to find that, because you need to actually cast it on top of it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I know he was somewhere over here, and the bear's also... Oh, the bear's going to go down too. Well, I've lost 2 for the price of 1 there. Where's bloody Nathaniel? Right, Anders, drink a potion just to keep yourself going while all this nonsense is happening. But yes, I do need you to keep everybody else nice and chirpy. And yeah, get the crushing prison down on Broodmother too. She is nicely hidden behind the death cloud right now. Keep that up and we can't really see the boobs. Oh, I found Nathaniel. He's up here for some reason. Oh, bloody hell. Did you not have a good line of sight? So you decided to run straight up to the Broodmother and get immediately slapped down by her? Because if so, I feel like you've brought this on your bloody self. Right, Anders, get him back up, and yes, if he can, he now needs to run the flip away relatively quickly. Actually, you know what? Do a potion first, then run away. Please don't get hit anymore. It's all going to be fine. How are we doing on Death Cloud? That's still got a little bit of time left to go. Curse of Mortality then, just keep it coming on. There are, by the way, now a lot of grubs on the field. Like, so many grubs at the moment. I need some form of area skill to clear them. Speak of the bloody devil. They're all standing nearby. Activate Massacre and... Holy flip me, that did a lot of damage actually. That did some good work. I think so anyway. John's just, you know, cutting through as best she can. We're cutting through and the problem is Anders is drawing a lot of attention from the Broodmother. She knows he's the primary target, though everybody else would just Seriously, Nathaniel, why are you just standing there? Please stop just standing right there. Okay, I've turned on the Tower of Flame. Again, there's no way to actually aim it. So, I really hope it's going to be at the... Yep, it appears to be at the front. Right there. Is anyone else actually in the... Nathaniel, maybe get out of the Tower of... No, stop being in the... John and Justice are currently charging the Broodmother, which is... I mean, if it works, great. She appears to be currently, yes, being definitely hit by a lot of trouble. Anders has plenty of health. She is being hidden by the flames, which is good too. So, okay, Anders, what have you got? Put a bit of ice on her. Why not? We're just concentrating fire. She's trying to do a spell. We don't know what the spell is, but I tell you what, we can stop it. Nathaniel, use Andraste's arrows. Alright, toss them in, stop the spell casting. I want her stopped. And there we go, interruption, and unfortunately the flame is gone. But she's down to her 3rd health. We're looking pretty good. Anders has got the healing. There we go, keep them safe. We're doing some good work over there. At this point, we're just concentrating firepower. I'm seeing more little guys coming in, but at this point, I think it's too late. I think we've got her. Alright, go over to Elf Light Arrows. That's the best we've got. Everybody, just apply anything you've got left. John, that includes you. Get out the good poison. At the rear, we're just tossing stuff in. And honestly, as soon as the next wave spawns, I'd say we just play for time. Because if we just do Tower of Trauma right now, I think we can kill her before such time as she could do anything. Is everybody looking pretty good? Everybody's looking pretty good to me. John, it's time. Tainted Blade, let's go. Just begin stabbing. Just stab. Stabbing. Why is John not stabbing? John's been slightly... I don't know. Taking nature damage. Dual weapon expert takes damage over time. We're just rushing him. It's fine. If anyone gets low, then we can just drop whatever we flipping feel like on her. It's all okay. John, get in there. Go, go, go. I think we've got her. Done. Flipping done. Not an easy fight, but those pillars really bloody helped. And here comes John for the hero strike. I think we're still being affected by rotting gas, by the way, which is what the green stuff is. Hopefully that won't be there during the final cutscene, but it would be hilarious if it was. If now, just as a result of this fight, we just smelled horrible for the rest of time. But no! Instead, the Darkspawn forces scattered, fled back into the deep roads. Good! That's what they were supposed to be doing in the first place. So, Amaranthine is safe. Aside from the fact the city was already mostly destroyed, and the keep has been... Oh yeah, the keep. Is Ogren okay? So the Architect didn't immediately betray us, kept his word, gathered up the Darkspawn, took him down to the deep roads. But the other Grey Wardens are not keen about his continued existence. Possibly Ferelden Grey Wardens are henceforth going to be alone, because I might have just done a really bad heresy. Some say his survival guarantees another blight, and yet the deep roads have been quiet recently. Okay, Orzamar's gonna be thrilled about that. Oh, and I made the right call with Amaranthine. So, as I suspected, it was important we saved the city, or at least tried to. As the first hold that was directly ruled by Grey Wardens, we had to be seen to save the city. So, huge donations from across Ferelden. Amaranthine gets restored in a year. Vigil's keep in 5. But, again, can we confirm that everybody was okay? Because I am worried about the rest of the team. Okay, bit of a not sure one here. So the Darkspawn messenger, who I said, yeah, just let him go, he decided to strike out on his own, and then just went around helping travellers in danger. There were isolated cases of Darkspawn disease. So, I'm not sure whether he's just pretending to help people, but actually poisoning them, or whether that's just an accident, or I don't know whether I did the right thing there or not. And yes, indeed, many farms were saved thanks to my soldiers being sent out to protect them. However, apparently they, yes, developed an ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. So, potentially, yes, the Grey Wardens might get a bit bogged down by this business, but then again, there's no blight. I mean, there's nothing else for the Grey Wardens to do. They may as well just help out with day-to-day law and order. Why not? Oh, I'm not actually sure whether the keep was destroyed or not, because apparently, yes indeed, sturdy walls, the ogres couldn't get through, the soldiers had amazing armour, amazing weapons, all the rest of it, they all did an amazing job. The Vigil held one night, then two, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. Now, that would imply to me it wasn't destroyed. They won, albeit with huge casualties, which is not what it said on the map, but okay. And with such an amazing keep and such an amazing reputation, we built a brilliant order of Grey Wardens. Okay, so hopefully that amazing army will be useful when we take this save file forward into Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. Okay, here's one I wasn't expecting. So, the sword Vigilance was, stolen from Justice by Antivan Crows, and then became a mythical artifact that changed hands many times. So, okay, maybe we'll run into that in future in another game, because apparently that's not just a sword we made, it's become important, so that's cool. Oh, and my soldiers weren't just badass in the siege, they became legends. One of the best military forces in all of Ferelden. Okay, I've done a good job. This is a good ending, though seriously, are my friends alive or dead? Oh, here's a pretty huge one, by the way. So, Orzammar, the last great dwarven city, aside from one somewhere else we've not really heard much about, is apparently no longer the last great dwarven city in Ferelden. So because of what we did in Calahirol, they bothered to clear the deep roads, get rid of the Darkspawn, and they resettled Calahirol. So there's a brand new dwarven settlement in the world. Magnificent. Well, not new, but like, you know what I mean. And most importantly, the Castlers of Calahirol are going to be honoured as heroes. Magnificent. And while attempts were made to resettle the Black Marsh, yes, apparently everyone who ever lived on the site of the Baroness died mysteriously, so you know what? Maybe just live somewhere else. The place still is very clearly haunted. Oh, and here we go. Companions. Is everybody okay? Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages, but when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. I kinda thought it was a lifelong commitment, not least as you did eventually go bananas and die, but yeah, I'm not sure whether anyone actually told me that. I just kind of assumed once you're a Grey Warden, you're stuck there forever. Maybe you can just say, no actually, not anymore, which I guess Alistair did, so yeah, I just never really thought about it. So okay, eventually Anders just left. Oh, never mind. 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order. Thereafter, the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Okay, so he got bored in the tower very fast. Possibly he just went to go and make trouble with the Templar, who bloody knows. When the walls of Vigil's keep were breached, the surviving defenders watched in horror as a section of stone collapsed upon Valana. When the rubble was later cleared, however, there was no body. Valana was just gone. Okay, if there's no body, she's not dead. So, she's around, she can show up in future, because if there's no big squished pile of giblets, she is fine. Alright, she's just chilling out in the forest somewhere, we can catch up with her later. After spending a number of years with the Wardens, Nathaniel realised the life was not for him. He said goodbye to his sister Delilah and his new nephew, and then left to seek his fortune. So okay, he's just gonna go off and do his own thing. Fair enough, I suppose. In time, that nephew became a Grey Warden himself, in emulation of Nathaniel, then rose to Warden Commander. He brought honour to the Hound name once again. Okay, so we're going way into the future now, because this is after John dies, presumably, unless John, retires. But it feels like you don't retire from being a Grey Warden, well, Nathaniel just did. But I feel like John isn't the sort of person to just say, you know what, no more, I'm done, off to do my own thing. She's just too much of a ridiculous badass hero, damn it. Once the Darkspawn threat was ended, Justice left the Grey Wardens to pursue other injustices. Years later, he appeared on the doorstep of Kristoff's widow, and smiling, simply dropped dead. I mean, okay. Your dead husband just shows up on the doorstep, then just flops forward. It's gonna take some explaining. Okay, that's... I feel like, Justice, me and you need to have a chat about, etiquette, manners, etc. I feel like that's a thing you should have discussed with her before you did it. But, okay, if the spirit is still alive, it's not shown itself. Presumably, he's returned to the Fade. I hope he's having a lovely time there. But, in the meantime, yes, he decided to just go and dump the, presumably by that point, quite rotten corpse of this poor woman's husband on her doorstep. Because he felt like it, and he thought it was the right thing to do. Justice, I'm not sure you got that one right, mate. It was Sigrun who led the charge against the Darkspawn when Vigil's keep was attacked. Once again, she had an army behind her. Once again, they fought Darkspawn with no hope of survival. This time, Sigrun did not flee. Okay, so Sigrun is dead, but I feel okay about that. I feel like, you know, she was literally a member of the Legion of the Dead. Her big plot thing was, hey, I kind of ran away when I was supposed to die alongside my brothers and sisters, so the fact that she got to die in very similar circumstances, I feel okay with that. I feel like, in a way, for her, that's actually a happy ending. I just hope she didn't have, you know, something really cool she was going to do in Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition I will now just never get to see. And at Vigil's keep, Oghren rallied a last-minute defense of the gate, taking on 2 ogres simultaneously. He eventually passed out from blood loss, and when he awoke weeks later, nobody was more surprised than he to discover he had been credited as a hero. Oh, Oghren, you magnificent bastard. We still need to have a chat about you being a deadbeat dad, though. I'm not okay with that. But still, as it turned out, yes, everyone's lived, apart from Sigrun, who definitely died, and Valana, who... question mark, and Justice, who... well, who bloody knows? He's a ghost inside a corpse, so... survival for him might have been asking for a bit too much. Felsi returned to Vigil's keep several times to see Oghren, usually bringing their toddler as well. Ogren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled, then stopped altogether. If Oghren missed her, or his child, he never showed it. Oh, Oghren, we're going to need to catch up with you in Dragon Age 2 and give you a damn stern talking to. Oh, never mind. So it turns out John did have other plans. She did not remain as commander of the Grey for long, the Darkspawn were no longer a concern, the Blight well and truly over. It was time for her to move on. Do I just get to go and hang out with Alistair? Because I really just want to go and hang out with Alistair. I really do not want the next slide to be, so John went off on a mysterious voyage all by herself that we'll pick up in later games. No, just go home. Have a nice life with Alistair. You've earned it. She returned to life at court, resumed her duties as Queen of Ferelden, and received a hero's welcome when she rode back into the capital. King Alistair awaited her at the palace gate, grinning from ear to ear. Oh, that's lovely. Yes, good. That's all I want. No more. End the game right there. Do not tell me anything else. Do not give me any other dumb twists. Some years later, the saviour of Ferelden vanished entirely. No one knows for what purpose she departed, yet neither does anyone think her tale is complete. What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay, scratch that bit. Pretend you didn't see that. That's not what happens. I just live happily ever after with Alistair. And there we go, with a brand new achievement, that's the end of Awakening, meaning there's only one thing left. And that's the epilogue, Witch Hunt. As I understand it, Darkspawn Chronicles does not happen in the same continuity as the rest of the story. Leliana's Song is a prequel that's not too important to understand much that's going on in the story, and Golems is more of a gameplay challenge without too much in the way of narrative. So, all that's left is Witch Hunt, and yes, given the whole god baby Morrigan thing, I am really curious as to what's going on, so alright, where are we, and where the flip is Morrigan? Okay, this is positive. We're playing as John, because we're importing John. That would suggest that maybe the thing that John went to go and do was track down Morrigan. So we can do that, then we can go and hang out with Alistair again.
Flemeth once told me that temptation lies in the forbidden. Do not follow me, I said, yet you search even so. Some doors should never be reopened.
Okay, so Tabby's helping me to track down Morrigan. Also, bloody hell, I need to remind myself how Tabby works, because, okay, what can Tabby actually, do? Big stun, that's useful. Passive bonuses, nothing too dramatic. Overwhelm. Now that one's useful, because it just keeps someone out of the fight for a while. Particularly, say, mages, stopping them from doing really important casting. That's just another passive right there. Then we have got charge. So charges at the enemy, normal damage if it hits, knocks the opponent down. So, okay, not bad. Then we could, if we wanted to have, oh blimey, shredding. Auto crit, and target can bleed. Not bad at all, finally. Nemesis. La-di-da. Not bad, And, okay. Ideally, I would like my dog to be, yes, threatening, because the dog is a warrior, so I need the dog to be drawing some attention. But to be honest, Grievous Insult is so good. The big vacuum effect is amazing. So we've got to have that. That's just really, really good. It's so useful for a warrior. Also of note, apparently I've got Sir Pounce-a-Lot in my inventory, which feels very wrong, because that's Anders' cat. Why is it with me? Also, yeah, I'd forgotten how bad Tabby actually was, so half as much health as John, who's a bloody rogue, and less stamina as well. Can't really have any extra equipment. Armor is only 15, John's at 20. Defense 92 versus 172. Then John's got, yeah, more attack. Obviously way more in the way of armor piercing, crit chance, etc. So, alright Tabby, do your best. I'm not expecting too much from you. Don't worry. And speaking of Tabby, yes, overwhelm mages. Keep them off their feet if you can. Charge at enemies who are getting weak. Dreadhal if surrounded. Keep threaten on all the time. Should be okay, though. To be honest, with John's defense, I don't think we actually need Tabby to be tanking for the most part. And, yeah, for some reason, I've not brought anybody with me, aside from Tabby, who, can't tell anyone about it. Which feels like, yes, this is supposed to be like a secret mission. But why don't I trust anybody with this? Not even Leliana, not Anders, not Justice, not anyone at all. I'm assuming I have told Alistair, it's just he couldn't come because he was too busy being king and whatnot. So, alright, this is where we killed Flemeth, of course, when she was in her dragon form. That was pretty bloody badass. Let's see what we got.
Not another step. What are you doing here? Call off your hound, Shem.
Okay, so we've got a Dalish elf floating around, and yes indeed, that's fair. Easy there, Tabby, who's a good girl.
Fine, I'll start then. I am Ariane, of the Dalish people. My keeper sent me to find Asha Belinar, the woman of many years.
Okay, so you mean Flemeth, who, yes indeed, the implication was just because she's dead, she might not be dead. She's been around for a very long time, but I'm guessing you don't believe she's dead any more than I do.
Many have tried to kill Asha Belinar in the past. Do not claim victory until a few centuries have passed with no sight of her. We thought she could help us find her daughter, Morrigan. The young witch has caused trouble for my clan. Has she earned your ire as well?
When I find her, I'm going to kill her. No, well, actually, she did seduce my husband on the same evening we got engaged. So, I'm gonna be honest, yes, she has been causing trouble. Also, there's some business with the soul of an old god, but I probably shouldn't be telling anyone else about that. Yes, let's just say I'm a friend for now.
A friend? Of all the words associated with a witch of the wilds, those are the last I expected. Perhaps you can reason with her then. Morrigan stole an ancient book my clan has guarded since the days of Arlathan. We were the only ones with such a piece of our history. Everything we once had, all legacy of our ancient magics, were stripped from us. First by the Tevinter Magisters, then by the Wretched Circle. And Morrigan took what little was left.
Okay, so I'm guessing this book is very, very important because, yeah, Morrigan was trying to keep a low profile. Alright, she had her child with an old god's soul inside it, so... yeah, what would be so important she'd risk getting herself hunted by the Dalish clans?
For almost 2,000 years, the Dalish people have been wanderers, a shadow of what we once were. This book, as much of a mystery as it is to us, is one of the only clues on how to reclaim that past. My keeper, Solon, says it was a treatise on something the ancients called eluvian. The word is as old as the book itself, and its meaning has been lost, save perhaps to Morrigan.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that word before, like in the Codex, because sometimes the Codex, like, mentions stuff that hasn't actually happened in the plot yet, just to introduce it to you, but I can't remember any mentions of such a word, so, alright, I'm guessing you want to join up.
Help me. We both want Morrigan, and we can aid each other. The Book of Eluvian was reclaimed for my clan by an elven mage, who stole it from the Circle of Magi before defecting. He said other similar treasures remain in the library, but they would never allow a Dalish to view them. Perhaps you will meet a different reception.
Oh yeah, I have got a very good relationship with the Tower, as it turns out, so Grey Warden, I saved them all, I know the current leader of the mages, no trouble.
Masirinus, I look forward to working with you.
Alright, so there we go, brand new person on board. Warrior, champion, I do like a champion. Pretty standard build for a warrior, albeit way more dexterity versus constitution than I'd expect. Ah, because she's a dual weapon user. Gotcha. So yeah, she's taken the whole of champion, she's taken all of warrior, and then she's taken dual weapon too. So, okay, I see no reason to reset her, to force her to be a sword and shield user. If she's got good dexterity, she can just dodge tank instead of shield tanking. That's absolutely fine. I mean, it works well for John, so okay, we'll just have another person doing that. Yeah, for now I'll start her off with momentum, dual striking, so she's not critting but she's doing more damage anyway. Rally, because I just think rally's really good, it's a good support ability for John. And threaten, she'll draw some attention, so... I mean, I will say, all the benefits of being a warrior, but with momentum as well. Oh, she's gonna kick a lot of ass, actually, yes. Now, by any chance, Tabby, could you get the scent out of this bed to track Morrigan?
Very well.
And not been slept in for years. Well, we know she has been gone for a while, so... let's say she's not been back, but... well, somebody's maintaining the fire and the oil lamps. Possibly her, I'm not sure. Oh, hello! We've got trouble outside. Okay. Darkspawn. I'm going to be honest, I was not expecting Darkspawn. I was expecting something else, perhaps. So... alright. John, you go take care of that. Tabby, you just help out John. I'm going to stick with the new girl. Let's just see what happens right here. Let's just get over to... oh, blimey. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Get over to there. Doing some good damage. Good dodging going on. She's got some competent enough armor. I think she's doing bonus nature damage as well. Yeah, seriously. Not bad. Not bad at all. Though, remember, she does not really get backstab damage. No need to worry about any of that. So, I mean... I'm gonna be honest, John, you may have retired from being commander of the Grey Wardens a bit early. Well, we've only got one lead. She said the Circle Tower. Let's be on our way. Oh, and that's cute. We can't go to Lothering, but apparently it's being rebuilt. Because, yeah, it was completely destroyed during the base game. So Miriam and the village council have been slowly rebuilding it. Oh, that's lovely. And there's even a shrine to me. Beautiful. Over in Denerim, recovery is going well, aside from in the alienage. So, okay. Alistair, I thought me and you were on the same page on this. We're going to... Then again, the ending of the base game did suggest Alistair was being nicer to the elves, but apparently there's still work to do. Possibly a small note against King Alistair here. Yes, the Banner are increasingly looking to the Isle of Redcliffe for leadership. So, possibly Alistair is not the most accomplished politician, and instead, yes, what was his name? Tegan? Was it Tegan? I think it was Tegan. Yes, he's kind of starting to act a bit more like a king than Alistair does. And as a result of the dwarves' involvement in the final battle of Denerim, and of course, the fact that, yes, I got the guy who was more open to the outside world elected king, Orzammar is apparently trading more, being a bit more open. So, okay, I'm going to say this all looks like it's all been working out very well for me.
Welcome to Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Please, keep your hound under control. Some of the apprentices are easily startled. And I see you have a Dalish elf with you.
Is that a problem?
Okay, so... Wait, do I know this guy? Can I speak to the guy in charge? Because me and him, we know each other. And, yes, indeed, she... I have no idea if she can be trusted. I should not say, oh yeah, I would trust her with my life. I met her yesterday.
If you're looking for a book, you can start in the index section. As the Warden Commander, you and your guests are free to explore the first floor of the tower without an escort. Good day to you.
I see why Keeper Solon did not want me to come here. It is all too tempting to overturn the tight order of their little world.
Okay, I have recently, myself, been feeling a little bit about stabbing the Templar, but let's not actually talk about it out loud when they're standing behind us, okay? And yes, indeed, I remember this structure, so it's precisely the same as it was. Bedrooms off to one side, and yeah, good luck keeping me out of any rooms.
Have you heard the stories about the hero of Ferelden? Apparently, she once took on a lady pirate and 3 greased nugs. Between the sheets. No! I'll tell you about it later.
It's entirely true. I'm into pirates and nugs. What are you going to do about it? You know, I'm getting a bit worried that I just found a second chest full of healing items, which does make me wonder how long it's going to be till I run into someone who starts yelling, oh my goodness, no! The veil between realities is torn! Again! So I guess there's just monsters everywhere now. Oh, and here's a welcome surprise. It's bloody Sandal. Wasn't expecting to see you, buddy, though admittedly, the last time we ran into him, he did murder an entire room of Darkspawn, which was never well explained, to be honest, no.
Enchantment! Hello, doggy.
Sandal is staying at the tower for a while. The Tranquil are evaluating his enchanting abilities and learning a lot from him, surprisingly.
Did we know he could say words that weren't enchantment? Because I thought he could only say enchantment, but okay. He just said hi to Tabby. That's nice.
Bodan is trading in Redcliffe. If you're interested in his goods, I believe Sandal has some of them to offer you.
Okay, we've got goods. And yes, indeed, enchantment. Alright, we can't pass by Sandal without at least showing some interest in enchanting.
Enchantment!
Oh, bless him, he's so excited. Ah, yes, don't forget we've also got Venture with us. So, giant pile of Constitution and Defense. Now, if I had, say, a warrior with me, more about dodging than she was about, oh yeah, here you go, have some runes, and then help yourself to this. That's actually less armor, but I will say it's pretty swish, I like it. Oh, I'll tell you what though, what he's really got going on that's interesting is some really nice runes for not that much money. Like 20% crit and backstab damage, and bonus crit chance. I mean, I'm having that for John. Plus a momentum rune, assuming it doesn't, like, break my weapons, like having a haste and momentum on at the same time does. Yeah, I'll take that too, actually. That'll be good. And Grandmaster Paralysis. Yeah, we'll take that too. I think I've got an expert paralysis just sitting around not doing anything. But I'll tell you what, Grandmaster, not bad. Not bad at all. So, right, my main weapon, that gets the crit bonus chance, and damage, and momentum, and chance to paralyze. This, meanwhile, gets Masterpiece Frost Rune, and Paragon Frost Rune. Oh, bloody hell, that's beautiful, though. There we go. I bet we just made Sandal's day. So, here we go. This is apparently where we're supposed to be going, and oh, bloody hell. Okay, so apparently there actually isn't going to be a giant Terran reality featuring monsters. Like, he wasn't kidding. I actually need to index this. So, she said... Wait, what did she say? I think she said eluvian. That begins with an E, so... All about weeds, balms, catalogue of elven relics. Okay, I was looking for eluvian, possibly the same root as elf. Could be, yeah, the same source. So, alright, catalogue of elven relics, that's pretty good. And weeds... Wait, what did I just... Has that just added a note to my, yes, codex, bunny chance? No, John, it's an index. It just adds a note to the library. So now I know where the mysterious artifacts are.
I recognize the character on this page. I think it makes up part of the word eluvian.
Okay, so the problem is you don't know what that word means. So that doesn't actually help at all.
I'm a warrior, not a scholar. This is a library, isn't it? Perhaps another book could help us translate this.
Okay, so I need a book about how to speak, well, I was about to say Elvish, but if it was Elvish, or any variant thereupon, you would be able to speak it. We don't know what language it is, that's kind of the point. I need to find a book that has some chance of helping me translate. Here we go, T for translation. So, she may not speak this current elven language, but it might be an old variant. With a dictionary and a grammar primer, she might be able to figure it out.
Oh, who let a dog in here? And what are you doing? Be careful!
Okay, so I have no idea who you are, but I can't help but notice that I'm a rogue, she's a warrior, we don't have a mage, so get in, loser, we're going adventuring.
You're bending the book too much. It'll crack the spine and cause the pages to fall out. Just thinking about it is making me dizzy.
Okay, so we've got a big nerd mage who's got strong opinions about books. Love him, welcome aboard, no trouble, matey.
Browsing the chapter on the eluvians. No one's actually found one, you know.
You know what eluvian is?
It's Old Elvish for seeing glass. Mirror.
It's a 2,000-year-old dialect.
She's right. The word is from the lost language of Arlathan, forgotten over eons of slavery. I only know a few dozen words of it, and I'm the Circle's linguist. Eluvian isn't just any mirror. It's a special kind. When the Imperium sacked Arlathan, they took these mirrors and tried to unlock their power. But all they could use them for was communication over long distances.
Okay, sorry, we just need to focus for 1 second on how this mage we've just found is a linguist who's familiar with ancient languages. So, okay, it's me. We finally found me in Dragon Age. Magnificent.
Solon thought eluvian was a place. My people crossed paths with another Dalish clan not too long ago. 2 of their young hunters encountered a strange mirror in some ruins. One disappeared, the other became deathly ill. They never found the one, and the other died. They left Ferelden and traveled north to forget their sorrows.
Okay, a remarkable coincidence it must be said, but it's a good bloody lead.
What became of the mirror?
Shattered. Destroyed.
Why?
It was corrupted by the Darkspawn, beyond hope of recovery. They did it to protect others.
Even broken, it could be used to find the others. No, don't get ahead of yourself, Finn. You have to be sure.
What? What do you know?
This is so exciting. We have to get to the repository. Hadley has the key. Come on.
Alright, and with that... Oh, blimey. Alright, chill out, mate. Chill the flip out. Yeah, he's got Arcane Mastery. That's a good line right there. He's maxed out Spirit Healer. He's got Primal only to... yeah, this line. He does have Frost Weapons. He's very close by to Cone of Cold. He's taken a lot of bloody Creation. He's got Mind Blast, crucially, and then the Paralyze spells. It'll do. It's not the best, but I guess it'll suffice. Get him Keeper. Keeper is good. Then Cone of Cold is just phenomenal. You've got to have that. And beyond that, I feel like, yeah, for safety, Thornblades. Just in case he runs into trouble. And here we go. While he comes with a competent enough staff, we could do better. We brought some better stuff with us, so... oh, blimey. Okay, that's fancy. I like that. He's also got special warm gloves and a really clean coat. Oh, I love him. I love him already. Although I am sorry, buddy, but we can actually do better. So, here. Have some war boots. Your beautifully clean robe is going back in the wardrobe so we don't accidentally get blood on it during our mission. Instead, yes indeed, this is much... oh, blimey. Okay, this is quite a new style for you, but hopefully you like it. And there we go, we've got a team back together. Spec-flippin-tacular. But I would say that's enough for now, ladies and gentlemen. The epilogue has begun, and as I understand it, next episode might be the grand finale, which is only a few hours long. So join me for the end of this adventure coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Dragon Age Origins. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh, also, apparently you've either got a girlfriend or a daughter. Hopefully
That's
a girlfriend.
my girlfriend.
Really, hopefully a girlfriend. No! Stop walking around! Just stay still! Just stay still!
I don't know!
Stop doing laundry! There we go! How are you so bad at escaping from prison?